Hey guys, so today we thought we'd talk about 10 do's and 10 don'ts of the Disney College program. So we came up with a list of 10 things that we think you should do on your program and 10 things that you think you shouldn't do. So might as well just
dive in.
So the first thing we think that you should for sure do is to make friends and hang out with them early. When you meet someone and you like them as a person and you want to be friends with them, be friends with them early, because time runs out and you'll be sad that you didn't meet them sooner or hang out with them sooner. Because why not? Like, if you're gonna eventually hang out anyway, might as well do it right away. You know?
Don't get too many points on your record card. It can be very tempting to call out or go to work late, but
it's not worth it.
It's not. At least not more than once or twice. But I mean, I think I had 1.5 points my entire 7 months.
I had 1 point, yeah.
Yeah, which is still good.
Yeah,
because a lot of people call out.
I mean, points are okay. You can get them. It's not bad, but you don't get unnecessary points.
Yeah,
because a time will happen when you do have to call out.
Yeah,
or you do have to do something.
Unnecessary points. Yeah.
So do make a bucket list and actually stick to it. We made a bucket list and we did not touch it the entire program. We probably did like 4 things on it. Maybe.
I don't know how many things were on it.
I don't know. Maybe not even 4. We didn't do like anything on the bucket list, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of cool stuff on it. So make a bucket list and actually stick to it. Actually write down realistic things that you could do, not unrealistic things, and dedicate a few days to like actually getting stuff done, because that's what we've been doing now. Going back for trips is trying to do stuff that we meant to do on our program.
And if you want to for sure do something with someone, then you both need to try to in advance get a day off. That's gonna work, because it's impossible to do last minute. Especially if you want to do something Disney related, you can't call out. Okay, don't fail inspections. We didn't do that, but we had a second chance.
If you fail inspections, you have to pay a fine, and I think it's $100.
Oh, we so would have
for your whole apartment. So everyone has to pay $25. But it's not easy to fail inspections, but it's definitely possible, and we were really close if they weren't the nicest people on the planet to us. So don't fail inspections, and when it has the dates for inspections, be prepared that entire time. And like, your apartment doesn't have to be spotless. White glove is kind of hard to get. They don't even want trash in your trash can, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But you don't have to really do that much to not fail. So don't fail inspections, because you have to pay for it. Another thing to do is to actually use the program to make money. You can walk away from the program with a good chunk of change if you're careful and you don't carelessly spend, and you keep track of how much you make and how much you spend. And you're there to work, so you might as well actually make money off of it.
Don't be rude to guests. It can be really easy to, if someone's rude to you, to be rude back, but if you think about it, if you're rude to someone, that can be the one thing they remember from their trip, and you don't want to be that negative association with Disney or a certain day or something, and it's not worth it either.
And to go along with that, don't be a rude guest.
Yes.
That's what it says.
That's what that says. I can do it again.
We have a list, and it says be a rude guest, but she read it be rude to guests, which is funny. But anyway, don't be a rude guest, because you're a cast member too, and you know what it's like to have rude guests come through, and it's not fun.
And you also know when, like, you can tell when people who are rude are cast members, and it's like, really, like, you know how annoying it is when people are rude to you, so like, why are you being rude to everyone?
Exactly. Another thing to do is to network if you plan on coming back to work for the company, or if you want to move up in the company. It's all pretty much depends on who you know. And if you want to get into a certain field, talk to your leaders and talk to your managers about that, and they know a lot of people. They've been there, most of them, for a while, so they can.
And they've also usually have had several different types of roles.
Yeah, a lot of them start as CPs actually, and then they eventually come back and be leaders. So they have a lot of knowledge on the subject, and they can really help you move up if you want to do that. So, and also if you are really serious about it, go to the seminars and go to the classes and do that, and meet people that are in the field that you want.
Don't not do things because you're tired. I did this all the time because my friends would be like, okay, like, let's meet at 11, and I'm like, 11, like, that's way too early to go to bed at like 5.
You'll regret
the few times that I did get up and do things, I had a lot of fun, and I made a lot of friendships. Even at night too, like, not necessarily getting up early, but when you're tired and you want to go to bed, but your roommates are still up, and you're like, oh, my roommates are fun. I want to have fun with my roommates. So you just
Yeah.
Lay on the couch with them until your eyelids close. Yeah. And that's the way to do it.
Living in an apartment with 3 people that worked at the Emporium when I got off at 11 p.m. every day and they got off at like 3, 4, 5 a.m. every day. I spent a lot of time laying on the couch just waiting for them to come home. And it was worth it because I'd get home and we'd have fun and then I'd sleep until I woke up and went to work at 3 the next day or 5.
If you live with the right people, it can be a lot of fun.
But you also have to be careful because you don't want to be too loud because you don't want to get in trouble.
You'll get yacked about.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So another thing to do is to bring your lunch or dinner to work. I was really bad at this, she was really good at it. But you can spend a lot of money in the cafeteria and Mousqueteria or Take 5 and all those, I don't know the other one.
I think that's how I saved all the money I did, was just from packing a lunch, and it's really not that hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. But especially if you like plan ahead, like get your stuff ready before you do it, or like make a meal and then have it ready for the whole week. But quesadillas and the grilled cheeses and the french fries,
all good.
Pizza are all really good and very tempting.
Don't spend all your money at Taco Bell. It was really good at packing a lunch, but it wasn't really good at not getting Taco Bell after work.
Or McDonald's.
Or McDonald's.
Or Steak and Shake.
Or Steak and Shake.
IHOP.
Because
you just go with your friends and then you
yeah, and it's,
I mean, it's cheap, but at the same time, if you want to save money, it adds
yeah.
up, and that's not a way to save money.
But I mean, I don't regret going, but I wish that sometimes I would have just gone along for the ride.
Another thing is to do things outside of Disney, like Universal or SeaWorld. We never went to SeaWorld. I want to go to SeaWorld or Legoland or like the Eye or Madame Tussauds, or even just like go to the beach. Just do stuff that's not Disney, that's Florida related. Kennedy Space Center, just all that. There's so much more outside the Disney bubble that people don't really get to experience. Farmers markets and Winter Garden, and a lot of that you also get discounts at for being a cast member, so look into that, or being a Florida resident, so look into that. And also like the programs put on like field trips to different places.
Oh yeah.
So, and we never did one of those. And they looked fun. They did like beach trips and farmers market trips and stuff like that.
Don't break rules such as housing or work related rules.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I know, for
just
like,
don't be stupid.
Yeah, with work, like the safety begins with me, you know.
If you take it seriously.
Yeah, they take it extremely seriously, so don't be dumb about it. Even though shortcuts are tempting, don't do it. Housing rules.
You can get termed, and
yeah,
so just follow the rules. Don't be stupid. Okay, kind of going along with what I said last time is to use your discounts. You get discounts everywhere in Central Florida, pretty much, for being a cast member. So always ask. There's also like a book on the hub that shows what we get discounts on.
Oh, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, the like Incredibles thing, whatever that is. But yeah, so check that out if you are gonna do something, because you might get a discount.
Don't forget important documents. I know at check-in, Callie forgot.
Not check-in, casting. I forgot my social security card.
Yeah, which
it was fine.
You basically need the card, you just need your number.
It was fine. They looked it up.
Yeah, they were really nice about it. They weren't rude or anything, but it's just an added step that isn't necessary and that can slow things down.
You also need to know your social security number when you are in training and setting up
for your hub.
And
if you have a car and your name's not on the insurance, you don't have to change that, but you have to have like a proof that you're insured under your parents or whoever pays for that.
Just have the right documents that they ask for.
Be aware of
Keep
expiration
like a folder
dates.
Of them.
Yeah.
And then put them in your locker in your apartment so that no one steals them. Not that they will, but like just in case. So another thing to make sure you do is to give recognition to cast members when you can. The job's really hard, like we've said a million times. So like if taking a second to write a GSF or go online and do a grape soda recognition, or like just saying thank you to another cast member or telling them that they're doing a good job can go a long way, and it's very important.
Don't spend more money than you're making. It's silly to spend more than you're making.
Yeah, like if you come with money in your bank account, that you should leave with the same amount.
Yeah.
like the program, yes, you don't make that much money if you're like actually spending money, obviously. Well, that's self-explanatory, but it's really easy to just keep digging into your savings if you have savings, and then you'll be mad when you get home that you did that and you're like, I didn't need.
Sometimes I look at all my t-shirts and I'm just like, why did I buy all these?
It happens.
It does.
We're fine now. Another thing to make sure you do is to give new cast members a chance and to introduce yourself to them and talk to new people. We were the first arrival date for our season for spring 2015, so we constantly had new people coming in for 2 months. And it's very scary to be thrown into that situation because like we join people from fall or like people that extended a whole year and like they're already close and they already all know what they're doing and know each other, and it's really intimidating to jump into that if you're new. So like taking the time to introduce yourself or to someone that like picked up in your area makes a difference, because also you just never know who you might become friends with from that. Introduce yourself to new people, and even like people on the bus, or if you're waiting for someone somewhere and someone talks to you, like talk to them, because you just really never know. It's a time to meet people and you'll meet so many people, and it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, if you're merchandise and you're just talking to someone that you're on register next to, like just make conversation and you might...
That's how you make friends.
Someone picked up a shift one time and we actually had like 3 mutual friends on Facebook from Illinois, and I was like, okay.
You just really never know.
Don't be afraid to go to the parks alone. I didn't do that a lot.
It's not weird to be by yourself, and it's kind of cool because then you can do what you want to do and you can take the time to like appreciate everything around you, and just like it's really different than going with people.
Also, don't be afraid to pick up a shift. I was at a different location. I don't know, I was just content where I was, but it seemed like a hassle to go to costuming and find all the right pieces and make sure they fit, and then it's...
But do it.
Yeah, because again, you meet people and that's fun. And
when will you have a chance to do that again?
You won't.
So do it.
You won't. How cool would it be to work at every park?
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either.
United Kingdom.
Another thing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. It can be really easy to be confused and frustrated and overwhelmed all at the same time. And if you ask for help, people around you realize that you're actually trying. And it's better to make a mistake once and then ask for help rather than doing that 10 times and making 10 mistakes, and then people are like, why didn't you ask me? And you're like,
because I was afraid.
Because you just ask. It's really not a big deal. Like,
ask your trainers too.
Ask trainers, ask coordinators, ask people around you, ask anyone. I mean,
you'd rather ask and know than make a mistake and then pay for that. So don't be afraid to ask.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try new things.
Pretty self-explanatory. The whole experience is something new for everyone, so like just don't be afraid to jump in and try it. So that is our 10 things to do and 10 things not to do on your Disney college program, or just as a cast member in general, I guess. But if you agree with us, let us know down below, and also let us know like what are things that you think you should do on your program or things that you shouldn't do on your program, and just let us know what you think. Subscribe if you like. We appreciate all of you that have subscribed, and we've gained some new people this week, a good amount, so like, hey guys, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you here. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch these. So anyway, we hope that you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Jake's home.
Our roommate's home. Hey! Come say hi!
I don't want to.
Come say hi!
I'm good.
I'm borrowing a chair.
Yeah, we borrowed your chair. No, whatever, Jake.
I gotta work on the lawn.
Oh, okay. Your haircut looks good.
Oh, thanks.